Dear Donnie, I love your show. I wanted to introduce you to my business, Eve Alexander. My big idea was born out of my own struggle to find sexy and functional bras and lingerie during my pregnancy. I'm looking forward to the opportunity to share with you what I've achieved and how it's making a huge difference in women's lives. Thank you, Jane Ivanoff.
Jane Ivanoff, founder and president of Eve Alexander Maternity Lingerie. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you. Congratulations on your new baby.
Yeah, little Daisy, she's 50 years old. Congratulations on you have a 6-month-old.
Yes,
and
4 months, yeah.
4 months. And there was born, as we always say on the show, all ideas out of people's own lives' needs. What was missing for you as somebody who was pregnant?
A lot of new great styles for maternity clothing. You go shopping, there's so much pretty styles, but when you look at what's underneath, there was really nothing. So I looked for a good nursing bra because I knew I was committed to nursing. I went to all the boutiques. I had my corporate job, so at lunch I would go to the boutiques, we'd go to the stores, and there was nothing. All of the stuff looked like grandma stuff, and even grandma wouldn't want to wear it. So I thought there's got to be a better way. Nothing pretty. And I thought, well, women like me, the women that shop at pretty stores and like to have something underneath, you know, that's what we want. And so I did some research and I wrote a business plan and I got some mentors that helped me along the way. And then my husband dared me. He said, "What are you going to do about it?" And I said, "I don't know." And he said, "What are you going to do about it?" And I said, "Well, I guess I'm going to launch." And so that's how we started.
When you said you wrote a business plan, how did you know how to write a business plan?
We actually competed in the business plan competition as undergrads in college, and I'm an MBA at Indiana University right now. And so I kind of had some experience with that, but it just all comes down to digging.
How'd you make your first sale?
Well, we launched the website, and once the website was live, you know, you kind of sit there and wait. And then when we had the first sale, I cried because, you know, it was somebody random that doesn't know me, doesn't like me. They just thought it was a good idea and they bought.
Isn't that great? Well, how did you know how to make the stuff? I mean, you know, all of a sudden, how did you design it? I mean, I know the idea is great, but a lot of people are always asking, okay, how do you take it to the next level?
I actually, I've gone through the Chambers of Commerce, United States Chamber of Commerce in China or in Hong Kong, and then Alibaba.com is a great resource, and you find vendors through there.
What is Alibaba.com?
That's where it's a meeting place for vendors, and so you find people and you ask them for advice on how to manufacture, and they send samples, and so we've started about 50 vendors, and we ended it up with a handful, and we got samples back and forth, and we got really fortunate with a great manufacturer in China.
I love it. So what's the state of the business right now?
Right now we did about 100,000 in sales last year. We are launching with Target.com end of this month, and just exciting growth.
It is great. So what's stopping right now? How do we get you to the next level? What's the issue?
Well, I'm very cost savings, very frugal. For example, to print this catalog, it would cost me, you as an admin would know, it would cost me anywhere upwards of $20,000 to print this catalog.
Okay.
To get a model, instead of paying an agency $4,000 for a model, plus they would own the pictures.
Okay.
I hired my own models. I paid them $500, and I own all the rights. I got an outsourced designer in Mexico that put the catalog together, and I wrote the copy. So the catalog cost me like $1,000. Okay. So but
you want to get awareness to the next level.
From being a frugal entrepreneur, doing it out of my house.
Here's how you're going to get millions and millions of dollars worth of coverage without spending a penny, because to me this is a no-brainer. You have what every woman wants. Every woman's pregnant, which is basically they want to look good, they want to feel good. Okay. You've got hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of female programming on the air. All the morning shows, they do tons of fashion stuff. If you ever got to the right producer, find a producer who's pregnant, by the way, I guarantee with all the women's shows across the country, and said, why don't we do a pregnant lingerie fashion show through the roof? You would have a 6-minute segment, it would get tons of press, or stage your own fashion show and invite the press. Can you imagine? It would be picked up by the network news. We've seen all these Victoria's Secret things to death. Imagine a really sexy runway show with pregnant women in lingerie. You would get tens of millions of dollars. Put your own fashion show together and call the press. They will come. The Today shows, the Good Morning Americas, the local, I'm telling you, who wouldn't want to do that? They do fashion shows every day. Do the first. That will be direct everybody to your website. You'll never have to spend another penny on this stuff. This is a huge idea. Eve Alexander. I love it.
Next, do you